podcast on why most transdermal magnesium doesn't work. This is a good topic because there's so many choices out there, and then all of a sudden we have, oh, we've got the right product, but for some reason I'm not getting the effects. So why are we not getting the full spectrum effects from transdermal magnesium oils that are floating around in the American market especially? Well, it's because 98% of them are not coming from the Zechstein Inside certification. They're not coming from the actual source, which is the natural state Bischofite stone, a salt pillow formation underneath Vendam in Holland. Now, nobody's telling you the cities. They're not telling you anything. They're just saying it's all from Zechstein. You know, it's great. And so you don't know if it's true, and you can't even analyze the product because they don't know if they've been mixing it with some of the good stuff, some of the bad. We don't know what's going on. And so it's easy to call Zechstein themselves and ask them. So there's a lot of, because you can't control the word Zechstein, it can be used abusively anywhere. It can be, most of it's imported from Asia. 80% of the magnesium in the world comes from Asia. And a lot of it from the Tibetan exploitation in a place called the Kimdai Basin, which is horrible. It's like industrial hell on earth. There's not a healthy piece of life in that whole wide range of miles of just industry. And it's also due to the exploitation of the Tibetan people. So it's really a dark place, and they mine asbestos and all sorts of other things there, and then they do potassium mining, and then they do this derivative mining where the derivative is magnesium, and then they upgrade that's what they call it, and then they solvent extract and chemically treat and pull off things, and then they sell it as magnesium oil. And so people buy this in these plastic bottles and they remarket it, and then they have a whole range of products. So it looks very interesting. Wow, I have a whole range of products. I didn't have to do anything. It got sent over to me for 10 cents, and I can make all this money online. And so what happens is it seems lucrative, but in the end, you're just giving this weaker substance to people, which is at a molecular level doing more harm than good. Now, the reason that it does some good is because there's such a high deficiency of magnesium and it's widespread. But the full spectrum effect at a molecular level, the game changer at the molecular level is the natural state from a natural stone called Bischofite, this soft stone that melts on contact with water. This type of discovery is not every day, and there's an enormous quantity of it. So it's thousands of years of this stuff, but it's all in one spot, and it's like a big, what they call it, white gold. And so that's why it's not working, because you don't get the full spectrum. You're not getting all the chelation, uptake, bonding, and all this membrane transport catalyzation power that magnesium has as an exchange of everything in the body, this exchange system. You're not getting that power. You're getting just the magnesium deficiency covered to a base level. And so what we need the right stuff done in glass bottles, only $3 a week, do it right. And so that's why, full disclosure, that we sell this product on our site, because it's the real deal. It's the one. And it's not more expensive than anyone else. Those guys aren't at the right price point. They're at a low price point. That's not the right price point for this product. They're at this cheap price point. I mean, if you're paying $3 a week and you're able to solve the biggest deficiency in the world and heal the nervous system and heal a lot of these other systems in the body and keep yourself at bay from medical and slavery, then it's worth it. And especially if you only have to do that for the first year, and then after that you can taper off a little bit. So it's really a generous product, and it takes you far and does a lot. So not only for stuff that's local, like cramps and pains and teeth. I mean, it's miraculous for what it can do for cavities and root canals and teeth. I mean, it's like nothing else is able to do what it does. It pushes that stuff away for months at a time, those pains. And so, and this is not just, you have to soak it for 20 minutes and spit and everything else, but it has powers to it. So we want to use this, and we want to find things that are not copyrighted molecules making billions of dollars for big pharma, whenever we can find things that are close to us. We just have to understand them. So that's why a lot of this stuff isn't working, because it's not full spectrum. It's solvent extracted and chemically treated, and it doesn't have the logos, and then it also has the endocrine disruptors from the plastics that leach into it. So in the end, you've contaminated the product that wasn't very good to begin with, and then also if you believe in anything spiritual or ethical, then you would also want to cancel out this whole Tibetan exploitation / Kim Dai Basin industrial madness that's over there. You wouldn't want to be contributing to that to a certain degree. So try to find the right stuff that you can get for the right price, but not go cheap. It's like when it comes to eggs and milk and bread and salt and these basic foods, butter, spend money there because they're the cheapest. So that's where you want to spend all your money. And that's where you want to overdo it even. Like order online, soy-free eggs, and you kind of want to overdo it. Like pay $1.50 for each egg. You can get up to that level with shipping. But in that one area, you've got food, and that works. I mean, okay, maybe not $1.50 sometimes. You can find it for cheaper than that. But what I'm saying is that it's like you need to spend money in these areas of base commodity. That's where you want to spend your money. So magnesium, fermented cod liver oil, emu oil that's not been refined, those 3 supplements may cost more, but get those, at least those are the most important, that threefold. You can't solve these deficiencies by aiming at any one of them. You have to solve them together, and magnesium is the limiting factor in all of them. So you need that cellular magnesium to go up. The tissues need to go up. It needs to go up. So over time, it will heal the structures of the body too, the magnesium. It'll layer itself in there even more, and you get a stronger and stronger structure or tissue. But even right away, it has benefits in how it contributes to the catalyzation, the uptake, the hormones, and everything else. So do it right and get the right stuff. Come to theheartoftradition.com and check us out.